I'm thankful for you, Nala. You're such a good farm dog. Those are my beautiful bees. It is a beautiful day here in Dallas, Texas. So they are actually coming and going very slowly, which is a little bit crazy. I just mean in the winter time, but I mean they'll take advantage. I can't imagine what's blooming right now, but you go, girls. All right, you guys, so I got my chip drop. And it is the biggest chip drop I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, so right after I got my mountain of wood chips, I decided to take some time and fast and pull close to God, and I'll talk about the reasons for that maybe in another video. But right now, I made quite a dent in this. I couldn't do it while I was fasting, but when I was done with that, I started in moving this mountain one wheelbarrow at a time. So I've made quite a dent in it. I'm excited to say. I'll show you what I'm doing with it. My backyard has this beautiful, huge oak tree. So that provides us with a lot of shade back here. Not good for gardening, but great for the animals. So I am using the chips to cover up the ground so it's not muddy. Hey girls! Same thing for my chicken yard. Wood chips so I don't have a muddy mess to walk through. Because chickens will eat all things green. If you want something green in your garden, you've got to protect it like that. Like that tree over there. And then in my front yard garden, I'm using it to fill the pathways, cardboard mulch, to fill the pathways so that I don't have weeds growing in my garden. In the pathways. I want to grow things in the beds, not the pathways. Where I am not putting my wood chips is in my garden beds. Because if you put wood chips on the garden beds and you try to grow plants in it, all the nitrogen is used trying to eat those wood chips, and your plants end up looking sickly and yellow and not good. So don't put it in your garden beds, but there are lots of other useful mulches, useful places for it. And there are lots of other useful mulches for your garden beds, not wood chips. We are on a mission today. We've got two projects for today, and that is, I'll show you. To get control of this blackberry corner. We love our blackberries, but it's being kind of smothered by this Greg's mist. So we need to get that out of there and cover it with probably cardboard and mulch. And then we're gonna organize the vines in a better way where we'll have more production and it won't be growing out into my garden, taking over my gardening space. And the other things we're going to be doing is pruning our fig tree, because figs grow on new wood, not old wood. So I want to trim it back down to size and get it ready for the best fig production yet. Quick maintenance on my little bitty aquaponic system. Always adding water that evaporates and feeding those beautiful fish. there's the water coming down. So if you're unfamiliar with aquaponics, the fish provide the fertilizer, and then it's drawn up into the grow bed, where right now I don't have much. I just have my blackberry bushes that I'm gonna plant because I want more blackberries. And then it goes, the sump pump activates and it goes down into the fish tank again. Love it. I'll show you the whole scope of it. My son built it for me for his apartment balcony and he gave it to me, so yes. Love my little aquaponic system. In Dallas, it is an awesome place to grow food when it's in the hot of summer, it's in the drought time, and it's too expensive to keep putting water down in the garden on your plants. So I switched to this in the summertime and closed down my garden pretty much in the middle of summer. All right, we're at the community garden where it all started. This is where I started my gardening adventure. Thank you, Lord. And their blackberry bushes are really strung up well. I really like the way they did it. So we're gonna show you that. Try to do it in our garden. Okay, so it's so well organized. So they've got some hefty stakes in there, and then they've got wire. How many strings of wire? Let's see, one at the top, one midway. Blackberry bushes are very interesting because they fruit on the new wood, so the old wood just dies out. I don't see many dead branches here. Maybe they've already come through and pruned already the dead wood away. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna try to do something like this in our garden. Almost get on the roof, it's so high. Oh, what a mountain. All right, first step is to clean it out. Okay guys, it's kind of hard to see, but maybe you can see that this is a different color. This one's dead. You can just snap off twigs of it. And this one's alive. This purple one is very much alive. So we're gonna go through the blackberry bush now and cut off any part that is dead, because that obviously is not gonna produce fruit or anything. See, this big dead branch has got to go. I've been staked it up there. So blackberries are designed to grow this way so that they can make a big thicket and hide animals. Animals can find protection in them, but it kind of makes it hard to manage for the home gardener. Blackberry vines will also bend down and nestle in the soil and grow roots. So we've got here lots of blackberry bushes that had done that. Since we're redoing the area, we're just gonna keep these, maybe put them in an aquaponics system, and then plant them elsewhere or give them to friends. It's always a fun gift for any gardener. Unfortunately, I have to scoop it and then go through this path through the wilderness that I made. I got some help today. Through the front yard, side yard, through the gate. It's quite a trek. We're getting our homestead workout. Unfortunately, the wheelbarrow really gets stuck on these stones. And I couldn't even get the wheelbarrow past this area. It was too small. So note to self, if you're going to use the foundation blocks for the corners of your raised beds, then definitely make your pathways wider so your wheelbarrow will fit through. Pretty important. Lesson learned.
No, not there. Back up 3 inches, lift it.
Here, these ones go up to this one, so see how I'm doing this one? Just lift it up high, and let's tie this one up here, okay? Perfect. This will keep those weeds from growing.
I got one more and then I gotta pick it up.
Okay. Okay guys, look at the final product. Look at this. That looks so much better and cleaner. I couldn't find any of my tape, my like elastic tape, so I just used some twine right now, but I need to replace that because it might hinder the growth of it. I need to get some of that elastic garden stuff. Ties. Yeah, look at that. That looks so much better. I think I'm gonna want, we've got one here and one right here. And I think I'm gonna want one in the middle here to twine them around also. Yeah. And then this side we need a couple more of these stakes right here. So we'll put one stake there and one stake at the end and do the wires, and then we can get this side. But that's going to be props for another day. We've done enough. Homestead victory. We'll just do a before and then an after. Fig trees, fruit on new wood, and it's getting way too big. We're not going to be able to reach the figs up there. So we're going to cut this baby back. And anything that's going, we want to cut anything that's kind of going inside the tree. Like, see how this limb is in the tree. Anything that's crisscrossing. I did a pretty good job last year, but mainly it's just cutting it back for more figs. Okay, and here's the after. Much more manageable. I hope you guys can see the difference. I hope I'm not too late. You are supposed to trim your fig trees in late winter when they're still dormant, but it's been such a warm winter here that everything thinks it's spring. We're still gonna get some more cool weather, but everything thinks it's spring right now, so oh well. At least now it's manageable. We're gonna be able to reach our fruit. It should have a lot more fruit. We had to lose some branches because this branch was rubbing against this one, kind of crossing, and this branch kind of comes out in the pathway to the gate. So we definitely don't want to cut off so it doesn't come on their gate, which it did last year, and our pathway here. So yeah, it looks good. Okay, Figaro, grow, 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 grow. Definitely when I'm pruning, I'm trying to be really cognizant of the space I've got this tree in. It's not a huge space. It's kind of a corner here. Not a huge space, and don't want it to invade into my neighbor's, you know, entrance there. So yeah, definitely have to keep it in check so that it won't overgrow its little space here. Homestead victory. One more thing, definitely going to spread a good layer of nice rich compost down here so that it will feed my tree for all that growing it's going to do. Okay, it's the next day. It got cold on us. Texas weather goes from 80 degrees to, it's not too bad, it's in the 40s. Anyway, we got the rest of the stakes up. We got the stakes up, 1, 2, 3. I was just gonna do this corner, but my son loves blackberries, so he said, one more, we can do one more, let's bring it down. So, it's all right. I love that he loves this part of the garden. So all we have to do now is twine the branches on. I got some of the more elastic stuff so that it can grow with the vines. Now don't tell my son, but this one going straight down, I'm just gonna cut it. He hates it when I cut blackberries. So, good thing he's not out here. Okay, last one's right here. Okay, I lied. I had a few more I found to tangle up there, but I'm done. Let me show you how it looks. My light's fading, so hopefully it will focus. So look at all these beautiful vines. They turn such a beautiful burgundy color in the fall and winter. I can't wait to show you when they leaf out. So we're gonna have a big patch here. And it'll be really good getting it off of it was on the little picket fence and that really wasn't working. Blackberry vines are too much for that little 2.5 foot fence. Let me show you what it looks like from the outside. Of course, it'll look so much different when the blackberry vines all branch out. But yeah. I think it looks pretty good. It kind of just blends into everything. And then when the blackberry leaves branch out, it's gonna be gorgeous, I think. Yeah, so. Homestead victory. Blackberry victory. One thing that's really fun, you guys, is when you prune your fig tree, figs are really easy to propagate. I understand. I've never done it before, but we're gonna find out. So I thought I would stick these little babies, new growths, in my aquaponics garden and see if we can get some baby fig trees to plant maybe along my west side, a couple more fig trees, and give to friends and family. So that'll be fun. So I'm gonna end this video having fun sprouting figs. Okay, that's really fun. It was a little hard to get them down in there, but it's really warm in there. I've got a heat, a thermometer, a heater in the fish tank below. So kind of the roots will be warm, the root sections, and then the tops will be colder. So that should work out really well. The rest, I've got tons more, and I gave some to friends to propagate. So I'm gonna put the rest in some pots, in potting soil, and just see which one does better, aquaponic system or the potting soil pots. I'll let you guys know. Bye, you guys.